blind spotting default message to say dog. I just did another video. I've never been more unhappy in my life. My life has never been more unhappy. I don't know. The plan was move in, help my mom, let her get through life, live in the house with the dog, and we spend our lives together. And she's there. I'm there for her. She's there for me. And then a couple days ago, she goes blind, and now I'm dealing with a dog that's blind. And then the vet called me today and said there's a little inflammation on the meninges or whatever that is on the brain by the optic nerve. And maybe that's what's causing all this. And so when I hung up, I've got to call in for her again because I want to find out what's going on. If she can even answer, if they know. They're waiting for the blood tests. But I thought about it. I looked on the internet about inflammation of the brain, and it could get worse. It could stay the same. The dog could die from it. I just want to know right now, if my dog never gains vision again, I'll deal with that. We'll get through that together. But now my main concern is this autoimmune, whatever she's got, is this going to be inflammation in her brain that's going to kill her? So yesterday it was, or this morning it was, she might be blind, we'll figure this out. Or she is blind, we'll figure it out. Hopefully there's something good. And now I'm dealing with, she might not make it. She might not survive this. Or she might have a limited time. That's what I want to know. And I know they're going to say, we don't know, but I just want to know. They're going to give me, the medication for her eye is also medication for her, will also work on inflammation of the brain, but the vet told me, she says, let's wait for the results. We might put her on other medication after we get that. And I'm thinking that other medication is to control the inflammation on that little area of the brain. So it's tough. It's really tough. And I call up my sister, and she treats me like garbage, as always. And you could blame this all on me. This is not me. This is definitely not me. So I'm supposed to take my mom for her nail appointment. She bugged me about this. Get me a nail appointment. Get me a hair appointment. Get me a nail appointment. Get me a nail appointment. Do this, do this, do this, do this. Throw out my trash. Do this. And every night is a battle. It's just unbelievable, the stuff she stirs up. I just say, leave me alone and let me have peace. Now I'm dealing with, leave me alone. I'm scared I'm going to lose my dog. So I have no viewers, and that's okay. Oh, boy, my stomach is killing me. I call up the sister, tell her what's going on, and then I told my mom. I said, I woke you up this morning. I went over to tell you about your nail appointment. It was supposed to be Saturday. They changed it to today if I could get her out there. She said, okay. She walks down the hall. I said, be nice to the dog. Don't scare the dog. She's blind. And she goes walking down with her walker, and she says, get out of the hallway, move, you gotta move, you gotta move, you gotta move. So I call the dog. She says, tell your dog to move. So there's just no warmth or love. Do I love my mother now? No. I can honestly say that. I no longer have any love for her. Not a nice thing to say. I have no love for her. I'll take care of her while she's on this earth. I have no love for her. I have no respect for her. And you could say she's old and her brain, this is what's going on. She doesn't have Alzheimer's. She probably has some signs of that and dementia, but she's made the last 3 months of my life a nightmare. And not even the last 3 months. Before I even moved in, she's been doing this stuff forever. Even my sister says she's been doing it forever. So it's not just me. It's funny how my sister will blame my mom for what she's doing and agree with me. But when I tell my sister that she's got a problem, she denies it. So mom wakes up at 10 o'clock, she goes down the hallway, sits down on the sofa, and turns on the TV. The very first thing she does, sits on the sofa, turns on the TV. I said, don't tell me you're going to sit here and watch TV again your whole day. Still no viewers. She goes in the kitchen, makes a 300-calorie TV dinner. That's all she's going to eat, 300 calories. Since 12 hours of no food. And I've given up trying to get her to eat. I don't battle it anymore. She says, I'll eat when I want to eat. I went, okay. So eats her TV dinner. I said I'm going to go to the store. I got to get some more chicken for the dog. I just look. I didn't know it. It says giving your dog chicken, even though they love it. Too much chicken can cause pancreatitis. So now I'm dealing with that. I thought I could. I can't really use the chicken. And this morning I put the pill in. The pill she's taking right now. This is going to decide if she maybe will get vision back or not. It's an important pill, so I can't just throw it in some egg or chicken and hope that she eats it during the day. She has got to have this pill. And so I just got really aggressive this morning. I thought she can't see. She's not going to fight me. I got her in the hallway. I opened up her mouth, which normally she would have bit down. She would have run. But now that she can't see, she didn't run. She might try to bite me tonight. And I threw the pill in her mouth, and she tilted her head back, and she swallowed it. And I felt great. Because the other half of the pill that I put in the food, she did not eat more than half the food, and I thought, this is really dangerous. If she doesn't get this medication, we are in big trouble. So I'm watching the line at the In-N-Out, all these fools going, spending big bucks on this garbage. It's not that good. Not that good at all. So, so I go to Costco to get the food. And I come back with a slice of pizza for my mom, because even though she drives me nuts, I still buy her food and I still take care of her. I bought some food today for her. You literally cannot put anything in the refrigerator or the freezer. There is no space. There is so much stuff stuffed in there. I'm going to have to start. I threw some stuff out today. I'm going to have to throw out more stuff because there's no room. It's a really bad design kitchen refrigerator, and you can't fill it up. And it's a small refrigerator. So I put the food in there, hand her the pizza. I said, and she's looking at the TV, and I said, are you going to have the slice of pizza, or are you going to sit there and stare at the television like you're in a trance? She goes, oh, yeah, I'll have it. And then I walk out of the room. The dog's excited to see me. I'm trying not to cry because the dog can't see. I'm pretty upset. I'm glad to be with the dog, though. And then my mom, she does all this weird stuff now. She's still in her nightgown at like noon or 11, I don't know. She's in her nightgown, shade, curtains down, watching TV, leaning halfway to the side, picking the skin off her mouth, off her lips, and flinging it on the table. It's just, I guess this is part of dementia. I don't know. But it's disgusting. And when I tell her, I say, don't put your hands by your mouth while I'm in the room. And she'll take her hands down and hold them. And I'll say, relax your hands, separate them from each other. You don't have to do that. And she can't. You watch her, the brain is saying, don't leave go of the hands. And then finally she'll put the hands down, and then 2 seconds later she goes to grab her mouth, and she realizes, and she stops. So she's nuts. Do I have any viewers? One viewer. Okay, so my mom eats the pizza, eats part of the pizza. I get a call from the vet telling me the results. If you just tuned in and you don't know what's going on about the brain part, then go watch part of the video before this. I said, you got a nail appointment. Don't you think you should get off this sofa? You're in your nightgown. It's like 1 o'clock. All you've done is watch TV all day. Maybe you could do something instead of rotting on the sofa all day. Maybe you could do something with your life. I sound like a parent talking to a 4-year-old or a drugged out 16-year-old. It's pathetic. And this is day after day. Nothing changes. It's sad, it's tragic, it's pathetic. And she could turn it around, but she doesn't want to. Even her doctor said she's got a problem, gave her medication for it, and she's got it in the bag. She hasn't opened it up. She's not going to take it. And I know in a couple of weeks when it's time to have the follow-up appointment, she's going to say, just cancel it. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to see him. So, all right, so I still have my one viewer, whoever that is. Let's see, where are we at? So I tell my mom, I said, you got your nail appointment soon. So she goes and takes a shower. Goes in the bathroom, which is now my bathroom since I moved in there. But I just have stuff all over the counter. She says, why didn't you unpack? Why didn't you put stuff away? The house is a mess. I said, what am I going to do? I gotta deal with you. Who's got time to worry about unpacking? I said, I might move. I might want to get out of here. I can't put up with you anymore. You're a nightmare to deal with. Well, I can't do that now because now I got a dog that I don't know if she's going to be alive. So my whole world is completely nuts. Um, she finishes using the hairdryer and goes in the den and sits down and turns on the TV. And I said, not again, no. I said, do you want to get dressed? No, I need to rest. I said, you haven't done a thing all day. How much rest can you do? So she's watching TV. And then she goes in the bedroom. And the dog just starts barking, out of control barking. And side effects of this medication are anger, aggressiveness, barking, uncontrolled barking. It can do some weird stuff to their brain. But she's only been on it. She got one pill today, and she was given either a pill or the injection after the surgery. So she's looking down the hall, and she's going crazy. I walk down the hall, and I see my mom in the bedroom, and I said, what are you doing? She says, I'm getting dressed. She's there. She's got her pants on. She's got her bra on. She's standing over there. And I said, why don't you talk to the dog? The dog is petrified. She hears noise in the bedroom. She's scared because she doesn't see you. Why don't you talk to her? And she says, why should I talk to her? She won't talk back. And I said, are you out of your mind? Why would you say that about a dog? You're scaring her. So I held the dog, and then I yelled. I said, stop it, stop it, stop it. It's okay. And I held her, and she stopped barking. My mom was freaking the heck out of her, and she just didn't care. There's no logic with her anymore, and she just doesn't care. Except about her nails, her books, her hair, and her TV. That's all. So I told her, I said, I'm really worried. I said, I'm worried because now we're dealing with the brain thing, and I'm waiting for the phone call from the vet. I hope I don't lose her. I said, I just need to know, do they think I'm going to lose her? Do they think her life will be shortened? Because if her life's not going to be shortened and I'm not going to lose her, same thing. And we're dealing with a vision problem that we're hoping to try to correct. I said, I can handle that. But if I'm going to lose this dog much earlier than her normal expected life, I want to know that because I've got to figure this whole thing out. I'm going to be just sick as can be and depressed, but I want to know something. And I even called the vet tech and I told him about this, and he said, I'll get back to her. I'll get to the doctor and I'll have her either call you or email you to let you know if there's a concern. I said, just let me know. I said, I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm probably going to cry my eyes out all night. At least let me know what I'm dealing with, if you can figure that out. Okay, so I lost the one viewer I had. I don't really care. What time is it? I've been talking for 13 minutes. I've been out here for half an hour. No, I've been out here for longer. Took my mom to the appointment, waiting. Okay. So my mom hears me say that I'm worried that I'm going to lose the dog. And then I said, oh my God, I am so hungry. I said, my stomach, my midsection has been killing me for 3 days. I don't know if it's stress or if I'm not eating enough. I've got to eat some food. She says, well, obviously there's not enough food in the house because you're not eating. And I said, F you. I said, what is the matter with you? I might lose my dog. You're treating me like garbage. You're making my life a nightmare. And you've got to throw a smart comment about I'm not eating because there's no food in the house? I said, you can't even get in the fridge or freezer. There's so much stuff in there. Why did you even say that? Why would you throw that comment and try to upset me? And like everything else, she just sat there staring off into space. She didn't care. I said, you start a fight all day long. You just don't care. Nothing matters to you. You don't care at all. She didn't say anything. So then I walk in the room and I said, are you ready? She goes in the bathroom. We walk out of the house. I get her in the car. I get her walker in the car. I don't say a word to her. She doesn't say a word to me. You would think she would say, I'm sorry, or I'm sorry that I stir things up, or I'm sorry that I cause these problems every day. She says nothing. She hasn't apologized. She will not apologize at all. She apologized one time when I said, say you were sorry. Show some feeling. Otherwise, she just doesn't care. So that's why I can't say that I love her anymore, because with what's gone on, I am miserable. My mother goes out of her way to torment me. And you could say, well, maybe it's Alzheimer's or dementia. I don't care. When somebody says, why don't you apologize for that rude comment you just made, and you look at them and you turn away? Okay, long video. I don't really care if I'm venting on here and everybody's hearing it. I could care less, because this is the garbage that I've been going through since I moved in to try to help her out. Since I moved in to try to help her and make her life safe and better. So I get her to the nail appointment. I get her in the place. She doesn't say one word to me. And then I walk. Usually I say, come back in half an hour, an hour. I walked out. I know I'll come back in an hour. And I'm driving over to Costco because I wanted to get a slice of pizza, even though I don't need it. Maybe I'll just get an ice cream. I need some calories because I'm hurting. When I'm sitting in the car, I can feel it. My abdomen is killing me. My midsection is killing me. My midsection, it kind of like bump throbs, like there's a heartbeat in there. That's not normal. I'm falling apart. Physically, I'm a mess. Mentally, I'm handling it well. Mentally, I've been under so much garbage, and even my cousins, they say, look, you've got the pressure of the world, and you're taking care of everybody and helping everybody. And, of course, you're unhappy with what's going on. So unhappy that I went and bought a pumpkin pie and brought it over to my eye doctor today. Because I like to help and to give. That's who I am. So I dropped my mom off. Still no viewers. Oh, is my stomach hurting? Oh, is it hurting? Drop my mom off, and I figure I just want to vent. I'm gonna get this out because I hate holding stuff in. I don't like pissing people off, but I hate holding stuff in. I called up my sister. I said, I want to talk to you for a minute. Don't cut me off, because that's what she does. I said, don't cut me off. I said, I called you yesterday and told you I was taking the dog in to get an MRI. And you said, this is part of life. Let her be blind and don't do it. And I said, who in the world says that? I said, can you imagine if you told me your husband was sick or blind, and I said, don't spend the money, it's part of life, let him stay blind, don't go to the doctor? She said, no, you don't understand, you always cut me off, and you don't want to hear me, and I was listening to you, I wanted you to vent. I said, no, you always use this excuse. I said, you didn't want me to vent because you told me let the dog live blind. Don't do it. And then I called you up last night and I said, I'm leaving the vet's place. And they did a spinal tap. And you said they ripped you off. I said, are you a doctor? I said, do you know what the spinal tap does? Do you know what the test they were performing? That you can tell me this vet ripped me off? She says, no, you didn't understand. I wanted to listen to vent. I said, what is the matter with you? And it's not me. My mom always says my sister is one of the most unhappy people she's ever... My sister's not happy. She definitely is not happy. My mom's not happy also, is what I'm saying. They're both not happy. She said, no. I said, do you think maybe once you could listen to what I'm saying and apologize and say maybe what he's saying is true? I said, every time we have these discussions, you always defend yourself. You're always justifying... Oh... That's a police chopper going over to Venice Beach. I said, you're always defending yourself. You're never wrong. You're always saying that you wanted to listen to me and I always cut you off. I said, I didn't cut you off. You started telling me the vet was ripping me off when you have no clue what they were doing. And you told me I should let my dog stay blind. I said, this isn't my problem. This is your problem. That's the police chopper up there. Can I get it on camera? We'll get it in a minute. He's making the rotations. I said, this isn't me. This is you. You do this all the time. You always defend yourself and never admit. See it way out there? I said, you have no emotion. You have no feeling. You show no... She's like my mom. I said, you have no emotion, no feeling, no warmth, no caring. There's nothing. I told her, I said, every time I hang up with you, I think, why did I waste my time calling her? It's like talking to a wall. And even if we're not having discussions where we're arguing, I said, it's like talking to a wall. It's yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I said, you know how annoying that is? Because I know you want me to finish talking so you can go back and watch TV or play and watch your videos on the internet. I said, so there's nothing warm that comes from you. And the way you're acting about the dog, I said, you're no different than Mom. And she's like, no, 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 you don't ever let me talk. I said, I didn't call to argue with you. I called to tell you what's going on and how I feel. And you don't want to hear it. You wanted to, he's going to fly back any minute. I said, you don't want to hear it. He's coming back. And I hear him, he's coming back. I said, you don't want to hear this stuff. You just want to argue and fight and say that you're never wrong and that it's me. Now, like I said, I don't know if I said it on this video. I said it on another video to my close friends. My sister was talking to one of her longest friend, one of the friends she's known the longest, forever. My sister was talking to this woman's husband on the phone last week and got in a fight with her friend's husband. I'm not the one who's the problem. She's the problem. She's arguing with him. I don't know why. She says, I was so upset. We got in a big argument and he wasn't listening. And I said, why would you have a friend that fights with you like that? Why not? If your friendship's that bad with her husband, why keep the friendship? Why put yourself through that? Here it is. Here it is. Where is it? I hear it. I don't. There it is. All right, you get the idea. I said, why would you do that? I said, just end the friendship. You've known him forever, but why are you fighting with her husband? It's not your problem that his wife's going through health problems. Walk away from it. So you might want to call me an a-hole. That's fine. I'm not the one who's causing the problems with my mom. She has completely lost it. Totally lost it. And she will be like this. She's been like this before she was older. Now she's worse. She'll be like this for the rest of her life. My sister will be like this for the rest of her life. Like I told her today, I said, every time I call you, I feel what a waste this phone call was, because you have no emotion or feeling or anything. You are just uncaring. I said, I'm maybe losing this dog, and you show nothing to me. And to use the excuse, I wanted you to vent. All right, you get my idea. Okay, people, I'm going to go over to Costco, and I shouldn't be getting an ice cream. That's the last thing I need. But maybe it will give me some gas and get rid of the pressure in my stomach. My first laugh of the day.